then you need to explain those formula in the report. And of course, if you use Excel to do this kind of modeling, then we expect that you will input some formula in the Excel file to do the calculation. So that's why for this group project, after they list out the reported formula, then they will try to explain what that formula is doing and how come this formula is like this. And then they will try to plug in the formula to the Excel file to do some calculation. And then after you do the calculation, of course, there are some variable exist in the Excel file, then you may need to explain what that symbol means. And then you can tell me there are some assumptions. This part is also quite important. When you design the mathematical model to solve some problem, usually you have some assumption. You must list out the assumptions. And then after you really develop the computer program and finish the design task, then you need to tell me the good story of your system or your computer program. Defend the design. Here it means that you need to tell me the advantage of your system or your computer program. Why you think it's good. That means you need to sell your idea to me. Why is a good one. And of course, when you sell the idea to me, you can make use of some graph to explain, depending on your topic. And after that, you need to tell me, the system really did a correct job. So that's why you need to do the testing. So in the next part, you will have testing. So the purpose of testing is to show us that your program performed as expected. So that's why you may have different test cases. Then you need to tell us what those test cases are. And with some screenshots to support your discussion. And then after you really demonstrate the correctness of your program, then you need to tell us what are the challenges you faced. And that means when you develop the computer program, are there any things you cannot solve? What are the challenges? Then you can tell me. And based on those challenges, maybe you can solve it, maybe you cannot solve it. If you can solve it, it's good. But if you cannot solve it, then you can leave the challenge and write something like this project. Let me go to the session. Yes. You can have some further enhancement for the group project. Actually, they include some further enhancement. Lesson learned and future development, that is the future enhancement. So after you develop this program, what did you learn? And based on those challenges you cannot solve, what is the future development of your project? You can just list out the future enhancement plan maybe. And then you can tell me some limitation of your model. Because you have some assumption, then there must be some limitation of your project. And after that, you've really finished, then you go to the conclusion. And don't forget, you must include some reference. That means when you design your system, usually you will do some literature review and you may find different models to solve the problem. Then you can tell me what are the existing models you can use and why you will use that one to solve your problem. And for this group project, basically for the mathematical model, we expect that you can base on some existing mathematical model to apply it. Is the minimum requirement. For the minimum requirement, at least you can find some mathematical model to apply it. But if you really can base on some mathematical model to do some enhancement, it's great. Yeah. And if you are more clever, you can even develop a new mathematical model, but we can tell you usually the new mathematical model you think about, maybe there are some mistakes. Yeah. So pay attention to whether the new developed model is a really good one or not. Yeah. 即係話咧，其實個 mathematical model 其實最基本要求咧，佢就係希望你用一啲現有嘅 mathematical model 去解決一啲現實當中存在嘅問題。咁呢個係已經係 OK 㗎啦。咁但係當然啦，你可以 base on 一啲 mathematical model 入邊啲 formula 可以再去做一啲嘅調整嘅，係啦，即係做一啲 enhancement 啊，base on 現有 model， 咁係得嘅。咁亦都可以，如果你好叻嘅話，你可以完全設計一個新嘅 mathematical model 啦。咁但係咧，通常就整出嚟呢嚿新嘅 mathematical model 咧，有機會就可能諗得唔周詳啦，跟住就太多漏洞啦。咁如果嚿 mathematical model 太多漏洞咧，咁其實呢嚿嘢係咪真係有用咧？又係一個問號嚟嘅。咁係會影響到你最尾係啦個分數嘅係會係啦。咁如果你真係諗一啲新嘅 mathematical model 咧，咁其實你可以嘗試揾你3個老師去問一問意見先嘅，係啦。頭嗰2 part 即係 apply 現有嘅 model 啊，再修改咧，應該就係啦，就 OK 嘅，通常都。諗一個新 model 係驚諗嗰陣有啲位諗得唔夠 detail， 跟住就會影響到去做出嚟啲嘢嘅準確程度。咁所以呢度就等大家去諗下先啦，個 group project topic 係啊。咁所以咧就頭先個 sample 咧，其實就係一個非常好嘅 structure 嚟嘅，因為你見到佢呢個 structure 咧，其實同一間份 PowerPoint 講嘅 engineering design process 咧，其實佢係已經做晒㗎啦。So that's why for the samples I just gave you to read, yeah, actually they did follow this kind of engineering design process. Yeah, define the problem, yeah, generate alternative solution. That means you can think of different solutions and evaluate the solutions and select the best one. And then you tell me the detailed design, and yeah, you need to sell your idea, yeah, why it's good. And during the critical thinking process, you may further modify your design, and after that you really have your final design of your system. Then you go to the 6th step to develop the computer program and do some testing and evaluate the performance and then finish. Yeah. So that's why for the group project, the most important thing is that you need to follow this kind of engineering design process. 個 group project 咧，其實係要你跟呢個 engineering design process 嘅，係需要。咁用呢個 engineering design process 咧，其實係可以係啦，令到你諗嘅嘢會周全啲嘅，係啦。Yeah, so that's why